Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. The content doesn't end, even though the season just did. Tino and Rachel's love life has ended. We'll see what Tino's got to say. He's going to be on Nick Viall's podcast next week, but more on that later. We've got more drama and more dumpster fires to put out. Erich's ex-girlfriend throws shade on Instagram last night, and the comment section isn't necessarily what she might have expected. Everyone was rooting for her, and it is a real bonanza out there. So slap me with a trout and get into this story. I tell you what, it's pretty wild here. I haven't seen, by the way, that Avon storyline, I haven't seen something so fabricated since Pamela Anderson introduced us to her latest piece of work. All right, anyway. All right, sorry for the old switcheroo. We're going to get into it right now. So we've got different engagement rings that Neal Lane, our good friend Neal Lane, presented. There's Erich being like, I'm falling in love. And there's Tino being like, maybe I'll kiss somebody else. But anyway, enough about that old banana hammock. Speaking of Neal Lane, that is. I'm trying to, boy, I shouldn't have had that open bar of coffee before I started this video. So anyway, what we have in this story is a whole bunch of malarkey. We have texts, we have Instagram stories from Erich's ex right here, okay? And she's kind of coming off petty, some are saying. We'll have to see what you guys think. Do you like a guy with his own? I mean, I think if you can pull off a nice sort of ripped knee like that, I mean, I don't know. That's a hot tamale in my book, if you ask me. But anyway, enough about that horse-pucky nonsense. Let's get right into this story. So what happened, as we all know, is that BachelorNation.scoop released the text that Amanda had when Erich was heading off to the show. And of course, he apologized and said, I'm so sorry, I've been thinking about you, and you really deserve the best. I won't ever forgive myself. I hope you find happiness in everything you deserve. And her response has basically been, scorched earth as you do. Boy, I haven't been this scorched earth since that purple nurple I got in 4th grade from Joel. Anyway, all right, don't canoodle with your friends. You might get scorned. So here's what went down last night. BachelorNation.scoop posts this, that they obviously addressed the text messages, but they didn't tag BachelorNation.scoop. They didn't credit the source on live TV, which wouldn't be the biggest story in the world, except remember, they also sent a cease and desist to BachelorNation.scoop. So who's rough around the edges? I would say it is the Bachelor producers and their legal team. All right, so anyway, a real dumpster fire is this video. But hey, guess what? In the private Patreon chat right now, we've got one Katie Thurston. So everyone, welcome Katie Thurston. If you want to join the Patreon, we are making this content live behind the scenes right now on patreon.com/Dave Neal. And you might say, Dave, why are there so many random sort of adjectives you're using in your videos? Well, that's because this ain't your morning breakfast. These orange peels come from users who are submitting different words for me to say while we record this live. So if you're down for a little improvisational humor, you can join us right now. Anyway, beat it, get to the story is what you're probably thinking. So let's get right into it. So this was posted in BachelorNation.scoop, just reveals, hey, they didn't even include my tag. Hey, we know the show likes to steal from the souls of its contestants. Shout out to Katie. I'm just kidding. And also the show likes to steal from content creators, as we know. So Gabby posted hard launch. So clearly she's not too swayed by what went down. But we're going to share with you, so stick around. We're going to share with you what Erich's ex just had to say. But first, let's hear what Gabby has to say when she found out about these text messages.
Erich faced public scrutiny when alleged texts leaked from one of his exes, as well as a photo of him wearing blackface as a teen. But Gabby says communication kept their bond strong amidst the chaos.
Yeah, with his yearbook photo, I found out, with the rest of the world, and I was incredibly shocked. Just really had to process my thoughts and feelings, and made me heavily think about those scenarios independently.
All right, so I don't know if she was in pageants, but a great pageant queen answer. So, I mean, look, if I found out that the person I invested my life into was just with somebody else and said, hey, the show ain't real, I'd have my granny panties in a pinch. But Gabby, she's worked on herself. I'm working on me. She did that whole lace school of I'm working on me. And when you do that, you realize that, hey, we're all trying our best. I'm sure Erich, like he said in last night's live show, he said, look, I knew she wasn't the one, and I strung her along. And he admitted to that. Now, that doesn't make it right. Nobody wants to be strung along. Looking at you, Natasha from Bachelor in Paradise, right? Nobody wants to be strung along by you, Brendan Moraes, while you're waiting for, whoever to show up. Piper, beautiful, beautiful couple. Piper, Brendan, so beautiful. They are the most beautiful couple. They are. Aren't they good looking? I'd buy their OnlyFans. Just saying, I would. Let's be honest. Anyway, so that wasn't even on the list. That's just something I would do. Why? Are they telling you to do that? No, that was just a thought I had that I should have kept to myself. Anyway, I'm rough around the insides, if you ask me. So Gabby, she's able to understand the situation and feel her feelings, and I don't believe it to be lip service. I actually believe her. But here's Amanda, the ex, and these are what she posted last night. First is a video from Emily Ratajkowski saying that women should be encouraged to share screen grabs of F-boys.
Receipts, share them. You're doing other ladies a favor. Period. That's it. That is my position on that. And
all right, a lot of hullabaloo there. Ladies. No lady, scorn a lady, and she will share a TikTok on her Instagram stories and make you read between the lines. So there she is. She says this: same tricks, different girl. Honestly, I had to take to the internet to see if there was a greater story here. Spoiler: there's not a lot of hullabaloo here, if you will. But anyway, back to the jackhammer himself, Erich. There he is, doing some sort of side plank, and then the comment says, "No, I need to see you. I don't want to wait." I tell you what, this is one of those, like, the more you share, the more people are on Erich's side. And look, I think Amanda got stiffed. She got, speaking of jackhammers, very moist out there with the water fountains, but she got stiffed, she got hosed, she got the raw deal. And that sucks, especially since she's a young mom and this all came out. But at the end of the day, he admitted he did something wrong. You weren't going to win him back. And now it's up to Gabby to decide if she wants to hang with that character. Some of your comments after this bowling photo that says, same tricks, different girl. Some of the comments: this is embarrassing for her at this point. All this over 2.5 months. I've had stuff in my fridge longer than their relationship. Girl, bye. I got underwear longer. I got granny panties older than this relationship. Sadly, our exes don't pine for us for the rest of their lives after our relationship ends. I know that sucks, girl, but it is what it is. And I guess the question that everyone can ask is, like, what is up with Erich? Does he actually have that swag?
Does he have like this swag?
Girl, she don't know. All right, so she don't. This feels like she's not over him and is being petty now. Gabby made her decision. It's time to stop. The way I would act like he didn't exist. Why the hell is she posting his pics? LMAO. Weird. And then another photo that she posted and then deleted was this one, which again, maybe he's wearing, I don't know, is he wearing her daughter's shirt or is that her shirt? I don't know anymore with women's clothing. Either way, they got one of those quilted blankets. Oh, very nice. Doesn't it nice to stay over a new person's house for the first time? You get to use their toiletries. Everything's good except when it comes time to use in the bathroom. You're like, I'd rather poop in a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot than poop at somebody new's house. That's the thing with relationships. You need to pretend for at least 3 months that you don't have bowels. Okie dokie. So anyway, that's our story. I don't know if there's anything else to include here other than the ex is still talking. I think she might have gone private. Let's just double check here. I'm going to look at her page. I felt kind of creepy. I did request to be her friend. All right, so I guess I am her friend. But I have to say this. She's allowed to tell her story. Like, sure, it could be time to move on. I get it. But at the same time, if she wants to post on her Instagram that he's an F-boy, she's allowed to. That's what goes down. And of course, as we've had charitable advice given to us,
be careful who you bang.
Sometimes you just got to be careful who you bang. And I'm not to say that she's somebody who, Well, look, I'll put it this way. You never know how you would react to a situation. I've certainly never been dumped for somebody who then goes on national TV and gets all these new opportunities. And of course, people will say, look, he clearly had no job, nothing going on, and now he's on the show. And I just say, welcome to all the other contestants. You either had a job, you gave it up. This is a new world. This is late stage capitalism, baby. Either Erich's going to be a stay-at-home dad as Gabby pursues her dreams, or he'll find out how to be a show daddy or whatever the case may be, or it won't work out. Those are the different options. Do me a favor, follow me on Instagram at DNeals. On Patreon, you can watch this behind-the-scenes episode right now where I release some behind-the-scenes information on patreon.com/Dave Neal. Join the Cool Kid Club. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Oh yeah, link in the comment section if you want to donate to our Teacher of the Day. And we appreciate all of your generosity. We'll see you later. Bye, everybody.